Welcome to Salt Lake City, Utah, the campus of the University of Utah and Dumpke Family Softball Stadium for the first of three at a Big 12 softball series weekend between Texas Tech, Nyjeri Kennedy's team, and the University of Utah. We welcome you inside the booth. I'm Bill Riley, joined by former University of Utah great Laurel Simmons. Laurel, Utah's seen a lot of good teams in the Big 12 this year and competed well against those teams, but they've not seen anybody quite like Texas Tech, have they?
Texas Tech brings power and dominance starting in the circle with Nyjeri Kennedy. These players on this team are hitting, they're running, they're stealing, they're playing great defense all the way around. It'll be a tall tale for Utah.
Yeah, Utah is not seen a team quite like this. To be fair, there aren't many teams like this in college softball. They hit well, they field well, they pitch well, and they run the bases well, too. So your hands are going to be full if you're Amy Hogue and the University of Utah. Third member of our broadcast team, Sammy Miller. Sammy, you talked to Amy Hogue. She says her team's ready to go.
Oh, yes, they are. Bill, this series presents an incredible opportunity for Utah to shock the country and take down the #1 team in college softball. Now, the Utes may be young and be viewed as the underdogs in this series, but that doesn't faze them because this group is ready for the challenge, especially their young guns are going to need to step up to the plate. Mia Gomez leads the team in home runs, hits, RBI, all while hitting a team-best .426, and will need to set the tone as the leadoff hitter this weekend. And her fellow freshman standout Peyton Crank is coming off a career-high 5 RBI game and must utilize her power against an elite Red Raider pitching staff. It's a tall task, but the Utes are ready to face Texas Tech, Bill.
Sammy, thank you so very much. Both these teams are hitting the ball with power big time, and guess what? The wind's blowing out here today in Salt Lake City. Should make for an interesting contest. We'll have starting lineups and first pitch ahead. Stay with us.
When you need inspiration, it's worth shopping Smith's. For thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And low prices that add up to big savings, like over $600 in digital coupons each week, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Smith's, fresh for everyone.
Hey, grab me one too.
Towering above the University of Utah campus are the stunning Wasatch Mountains. They serve as inspiration for the towering breakthroughs that happen on campus. Like a thought-controlled prosthetic hand that can feel and move, or using metallurgy to manufacture a titanium alloy and 3D printing to lower costs. It's the impact of a culture of collaboration and innovation, and of a university that is always climbing.
Back in Salt Lake City, time to give you the Red Raiders starting lineup. Maya Davis leads things off and really sets the table. .466 on the year. The only active player in Division I with 300 hits. And if she does get on base, and she gets on base a lot, she's likely to run. 29 steals on the year as well. Then it just gets tougher from there. Terry, Williams, Liss, Burns, Spinell, Allred, Tony, and Holloman. That's the starting lineup for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For Utah tonight in the circle will be Shelby Jones. Really having a nice junior season. Shelby will make her 23rd appearance on the year today. A 10-4 record, as you can see. ERA is terrific. She's been fantastic. Even tossed a no-hitter earlier this year. But she's got a tall task, doesn't she, Laurel?
Yeah, and I think just with Shelby, she needs to just go back to what really works for her and being consistent and keeping them off balance. She has that great changeup that she'll throw for a strike or not a strike, and if she can just mix in some different speeds, and again, difficult with the elite hitters here, but I think there's something to learn in all categories tonight.
Well, Shelby's also, as you saw right there, a very energetic leader on this team. You'll see it. If she's throwing well, she'll be bouncing around that circle, high-fiving and having a good time. There's a look at the flag in left center field. It is blowing out here today. We were here for BP. Everything was flying out. You're talking about two teams that are really raking. Utah's got 45 home runs. Oh, yeah, by the way, Texas Tech has 82 home runs coming in here today. They broke their program record of 74 from a year ago and continue to hit with great power. So Shelby Jones, she's got her hands full, and she'll face Maya Davis to begin things here. Davis, the center fielder and a senior, played for her coach, Jerry Glasgow, at Louisiana when he was the head coach there before he came to Lubbock, Texas. First pitch, that's in there for a strike.
Coach Glasgow was really high on her, and of course, she's been really loyal to him, and I think Utah on the defense just kind of has to decide. You can see corners are in, Kayla's way in. You know, she can also drop a drag as well.
Great speed, one of the best base runners in all of college softball. That one fouled back 0-2. She was the Sun Belt Player of the Year her last year at Louisiana. She was a two-time All-Sun Belt player, and then she came to Texas Tech last year and promptly became an All-Big 12 player. She's good. 0-2 the count here for Shelby Jones against Maya Davis. Just misses with that one, 1-2.
And when you can get that complete package where you've got speed, you can drop a short one, you can drop it in, you can hit it out. It makes it difficult for the defense to choose what they want to do.
Ball and 2 strikes on Texas Tech's leadoff hitter here on a Friday evening. That one grounded toward the first baseman. Easy play down at first base for Noli, and there's one away.
21 outs in the game, and that's the first out here. And Noli has come into her own recently where some of those had gotten the best of her, and it's good for her to come out with that first one.
Sian Noli, one of 4 freshmen in the starting lineup today for Amy Hogue. Here's the most dangerous hitter in this Texas Tech lineup, Caitlin Terry. Many Utah and softball fans may remember her from her first 2 years in college. She played at UCLA, was really good there. She has exploded this year in Lubbock. She will not start tonight in the circle at pitcher, but that's where people know her. She has become an unbelievable hitter and promptly lines one into left field for a base hit. At .525 season average, has just jumped up a little bit with that base hit.
And that's just not something you see pitchers to be so dominant like Caitlin is, and to also, I think we had a good time talking to her coach about that. I think that, you know, he's even surprised, but it translates from being a hardworking pitcher to a hardworking hitter. And he thought that translates really well, and I think he's right on that.
Brings up junior second baseman Mia Williams. Comes in with a .456 average. Great power as well for Mia Williams. She leads this team with 14 home runs and 49 runs driven in on the year. Williams, a transfer from the University of Florida.
I know coaches look at statistics a lot, the most, but I've got my own way of looking at statistics, and they're
Nice.
What a real elite hitter is, and how many runs batted in, how many this, that, and they definitely have it here in their hitting lineup.
Well, you're a former coach, so you probably look at those things the way a coach would look at those things.
Not with the equipment that they use now, but
1-1 pitch on the way. That one sails high, and it's 2-1. Williams was an all-SEC player, second-team all-SEC player a year ago in the Florida Gators. Decided to make a change, came to Lubbock, and now she's playing at an all Big 12 level right now. Count 2-1, Shelby Jones ready to go. That one fouled off the helmet of the catcher. May have caught a piece of the home plate umpire as well. The count levels out at 2-2.
And I think Utah, for them to be starting like this, it's got to feel good to them to have a little bit of control here in the beginning of the game and try to hold off these hitters for Texas Tech.
2 balls and 2 strikes here on Mia Williams. Foul back, stays 2-2. What's the approach for Shelby Jones? When there's no weak link in this order for Texas Tech, Laurel. So if you're Shelby, the wind's blowing out tonight, best offensive team in the conference. What's her approach?
Well, and I think for her, she's just really trying to be disciplined with her spots. And if they're scouting her, which they are, she has been coming into her own this year. So they might be looking at one thing and she's doing something different now. And I think mixing those speeds is really important.
Runner going to third base, and she'll be out. An excellent throw by Danica Wilson, and they have erased Caitlin Terry at third base.
And
Williams will go to second base. There's 2 outs here for Texas Tech, but an excellent read by Danica Wilson, who came up throwing, and here's a look.
Coach Hogue knew that they would take a extra base and an extra base beyond that, so they were practicing this very thing, and we're ready for it there.
Excellent throw. Tag applied down at third base by Kayla Lyon. And there's a look at the freshman, another one of those talented freshmen for Utah, Danica Wilson. So 2 outs now. Williams at second base, and that brings up the cleanup hitter, Jackie Liss. And Liss sees a strike from Shelby Jones. She may be the hottest hitter right now in this Texas Tech lineup, Liss. Had a big weekend against BYU and Lubbock last weekend. Comes in today, the senior at .460. Chopped foul, quickly 0-2.
Coach Glasgow talked about what a great teammate she is, and you know, you think about when you compile a team like Texas Tech has, you know, you wonder where your place is going to be. So for someone to rise up and be such a great teammate, and enough for your coach to talk about that is impressive.
Another transfer in this lineup from Southern Illinois. Just missed with that one, did Jones. She thought she might have had strike 3 right there. It's 1-2.
You can tell by the body language of the pitchers when they feel like they should. You got to work with you got to figure out what the umpire is going to be doing, and they scout the umpires too. So
Jones ready. 1-2 pitch to Liss. Down just a bit, 2-2. Liss hitting .500 with 2 outs, hitting .500 with runners in scoring position. Second most power in this lineup, too, for Tech. She's got 10 home runs. Infield back with 2 away. Jones ready to go. Popped up on the infield. Posse's calling for it. Center fielder Wilson coming in. Posse dropped it. That was probably a play, and the wind was there that maybe Wilson should have called her off, but Posse couldn't quite grip it, and that run comes home from second base, and it's 1-0 Texas Tech.
And that's unfortunate for Utah's defense, because you get under that and make sure to catch it, even if it's ugly and you're falling down, then you're out of that inning. So she probably wishes she had that back, but Utah 2 outs. And
so the run comes home, and Liss down at second base brings up the catcher, 5th place hitter, Jasmine Burns. Burns, a junior catcher out of Menifee, California. Transferred to Lubbock from Ohio State, and takes a strike right there from Shelby Jones.
And the hitting culture of Texas Tech is not to swing down, or they're swinging up hitters, and so Shelby's been able to just kick that right out of that zone to where they can fly it out of this park.
Take a look at that front foot from Burns. Runner's going to try to go to third, and does, as that ball gets away from Proctor. So now Liss down at third base, and the count 1-1 as that ball just got away from Kennedy Proctor.
And the statistics of how Texas Tech gets to these scoring position bases is they're capitalizing on everything.
That front foot right on the edge of the box, brings it back inside. Got a piece off that, fouled it back 1-2. Credit Shelby Jones here. She's been ahead of every hitter she's faced. She's not gotten down at the count, and really hard done by that pop-up back to shortstop. Otherwise, she's had a good first inning.
Yeah, I feel like Shelby, whatever she did mentally to prepare for this, and maybe in some ways, what does she have to lose, you know? But to put her best foot forward, and she's doing an excellent job right now.
Just missed outside, now 2-2. This Texas Tech team does not strike out very often. Burns has struck out 11 times this year, but They get on base, they work pitches, they walk. They do not strike out very often. So if you get one tonight, count that as a bonus. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at third, 2 out. Did she go? She went. The appeal was down to third base and not to first base. But the third base umpire, Brady Sanderson, said she went. And there's a strikeout. And the Red Raiders are done here in the first. Not before they get a run on 2 hits and an error.
And who that umpire go?
Utah's leadoff hitter, one of the 4 talented freshmen in the starting lineup today for Utah, Mia Gomez. What a freshman year she's had out of Agora Hills High School in Agora, California. She'll be followed by Danica Wilson. Kennedy Proctor also having a great year as a sophomore. And you've got Nolly, Crank, Lyon, Posse, Lee, and White. It's a good hitting lineup for Amy Hogue, and they'll face the best pitcher in collegiate softball, Nigeri Kennedy. In her senior year, many remember her from her days at Stanford. Utah saw her in her days at Stanford, played 2 years for the Cardinal, and now in her 2nd season at Texas Tech, and she is a dominant power pitcher.
Yeah, she's an incredible pitcher, and I can't help but think what Mia's thinking is as cool as she has been as a freshman. She probably has watched Nigeri play on TV a little bit growing up.
So the talented senior faces the uber-talented freshman. And we're underway here at the bottom of the 1st inning. And Kennedy's first pitch runs just a little high, ball 1. The transfer from Stanford, who was the National Player of the Year back in 2024 and Pac-12 Player of the Year back in 2024. 1-0 pitch. That one's in there for a strike.
And for Nigeri, who commands so much of where her pitches go, it makes you wonder if she's feeling any of the altitude warming up yesterday and today. It'll be interesting to see.
1-1 on the way. Gomez way out in front of that change. And it's now 1-2. It's such a good pitch, too. When you throw the ball as hard as Kennedy does, when you're able to get that changeup over, it just has everybody way out in front. Just outside, 2-2.
The knee buckling, the freezing, the make you reach up in your stance, kind of a change-up. There's a few pitchers that really can do that to batters.
Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down she goes on strike. There's that off-speed pitch again, Laurel. So good when you mix it with the power. And there's one away.
It is so good, and she sets up the hitters, and I think that's what makes her so elite. She's the way in which she chooses to set them up.
So one out brings up the center fielder, who we saw make a terrific throw to gun out Caitlin Terry at third base in the top of the first inning. And that's Danica Wilson swinging and missing. One of those high rise ball fastballs there from Nigeri Kennedy. Wilson on the year, 353, 6 home runs and 30 runs driven in. Count now 1-1. Wilson's been a 2-time Big 12 Freshman of the Week already this year. That one fouled back. The count now 1-2.
She's come through in some high pressure situations, and again, I think this is just an opportunity that I don't think in which the way the Utes prepared was to not be aggressive. I think the game plan is to be aggressive, take your cuts.
That one's looped out toward the shortstop, and Tony there to grab it for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down for Utah here in the first. Bring up their cleanup hitter, Kennedy Proctor. Sophomore out of Rancho Santa Margarita, California. Was really good. She was an all-freshman team Big 12 player a year ago, and she's just building on that season right now, having a terrific sophomore season. Takes a strike from Kennedy.
She too has come through in big moments, and really great catcher, but she's multifaceted out there.
Proctor second on the team in home run and RBI. Grounds that one toward the hole. Knocked down by the shortstop, and that's going to be a 2-out single for Kennedy Proctor. Just kind of reached out and poked that one toward the left-hand side, didn't she?
Yeah, and I think when your pitcher's averaging 10 strikeouts per game, someone throwing their hands out there and popping one through is a good thing for Utah hitters. And
that'll bring up Sian Noli, another freshman, batting in the cleanup spot for Utah. Noli didn't begin the year in the starting lineup, but she has worked her way there by hitting really well. You can see those numbers. This Utah freshman class has really come in and made an impact on the program. Timeout taken by the catcher, Jasmine Burns. Reset the pitch clock, and everybody will get back in and ready to go. Noli making her 32nd start of the year today. That power pitch runs high, and to count 1-1. One thing about Noli, she likes playing the Weber State Wildcats. On Tuesday, she had a home run and drove in 5. Comes up empty there. She's got 2 home runs and 9 RBI in 2 games against Weber State this season.
you know, to be doing that in high school is one thing, but to see it translate so early in her freshman year has been really impressive, what she's been able to do.
Here comes the 1-2. Just got a piece of it. Fouled it off, stays 1-2. Kennedy in her career at Stanford went 41-10. Foul tip held by the catcher, strike 3. So the Utes go down, they get a hit and leave one on base. 2 strikeouts for Kennedy. We played a full inning here in Salt Lake City. Red Raiders up 1-0. Back in Salt Lake City, inning number 2. There's a look at Amy Hogue, the winningest coach in University of Utah softball history. Went over the 500 win mark earlier this year. And then on the other side, Jerry Glasgow. Just his second stop collegiately as a head coach, but all he did in year 1 was be the national runner-up last year with Texas Tech. And he's got a team that hopes to get back to Oklahoma City again this year. He had a really good run at Louisiana before he was named head coach in Lubbock a year ago. And he'll send 6, 7, and 8 coming up this inning against right-hander Shelby Jones. It'll be Pennell, Allred, and Tony coming up, 6, 7, and 8 for the Red Raiders. Taylor Pennell, third baseman, hitting .361, 5 home runs and 35 driven in. Infield back, outfield medium depth and straightaway with the wind blowing out here on a Friday. Ball runs inside 1-0.
And for the Texas Tech fans, this field is a little long comparatively. One of the longest, if not, I think the longest distance field to that fence.
225 up the lines, 235 to center field. That one lined up the left field line and foul. On the count 1-1. It is the largest stadium in collegiate softball, but you're also playing at about 4,750 feet, so you've got a little bit more carry in this ballpark too. So in some ways, you might say it evens itself out a little bit, right?
I know in the golf game it does kind of even itself out when you get down into these sea level. It's a true thing for sure.
1-1 the count here on third baseman Taylor Pennell. Ball rides high, 2-1. Pennell, another one of the many transfers on this team. She played collegiately at Tennessee, pretty good program in the SEC before making the move to Lubbock. Lined out toward the shortstop. Posse knocks it down on the first. Got her. Big arm from Shanti Posse off the deflection from Kayla Lyon. And Pennell retired at first base.
You see Shanti get into that deep. You see Shanti get into that deep pocket, and that's so difficult to be off on your backhand and be able to cut it back like that. You don't see that every day from shortstops get taken deep like that. Excellent play.
And not only that, but if you look at Posse's throwing hand, she's got it all taped up right now. She suffered a hand injury, a thumb injury recently, and so to be able to make that play from deep in the hole with that thumb being all taped up, that's quite a play by Posse.
Those are the redemption plays that you're happy you can get back for your pitcher there.
Brings up the 7th place hitter, Lauren Allred. Ball goes outside, 1-1. Allred in the DP position today, the junior hitting .348. 3 home runs, 22 runs driven in. Sun shining bright on this Friday afternoon here in Salt Lake City. That ball down, 2-1. Great crowd, largest crowd of the season here so far today. Expecting good crowds again tomorrow and on Sunday too. This one's grounded out toward the second baseman. Easy play for Haley White. Little jab step to her right, grabs it and fires on to first in time, 2 away.
You can't say enough about good defense. When you get the opportunities, you want to take them and run with them.
Here's a look at the captain, Haley White. 2 away, brings up shortstop Haley Tony, who's actually a Texas Tech original, the sophomore. Began her career a year ago, not transferred in from anywhere. She has been a Red Raider for her entire career. That's a strike from Shelby Jones. Out of Magnolia, Texas. Pretty nice when your 8-hole hitter can hit .363 with 5 home runs and 30 driven in. Got just a piece of it. The count now 0-2. You can see Kayla Lyon creeping in at third base because Tony's got good speed and is one of these hitters in this Texas Tech lineup. You think of the power that they have, but they are not afraid to drop down a bunt from time to time too.
And why not with the speed? And I think Utah has to choose and are choosing what they're going to play.
Jones ready, 0-2 on the way. That one's lined toward Posse, who digs it out, fires on to first in time. I think she had the out originally. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Shelby Jones here in the second. We played an inning and a half. Red Raiders leading at 1-0. 5, 6, and 7 due up for Utah.
As a Great Clips salon stylist, I love giving customers the look they want. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details, so it's one less thing for you to worry about. And when I see that confidence at the end of the cut, that's everything to me.
As a stylist, I know it can be hard to find time for a haircut. With the Great Clips app, you can put your name on the list from anywhere and head to the salon when it's time for your cut. A great haircut plus more time for what you love. That's Great Clips.
Hi, I'm Andy, and I'm an underachiever.
Hi, Andy.
One day you wake up, and you realize I'm not growing. I'm not doing anything.
Well, Andy, you know whose fault that is, right? It's Gavin's. If Gavin had gone to America First Credit Union, Andy, you could be growing in a high-yield certificate right now.
Get your money working with amazing certificate rates at America First.
Goes Calvis, throw it
way out.
Bringing a run. We got a double. Good conference. You call it third. Great defensive. Shockey in the second.
Making 12 up.
That base runner.
Right, coming on.
Caitlin Terry just in the ballpark.
Heading into the weekend, here's a look at the Big 12 standings. Texas Tech riding high right now. That one loss to Arizona in conference play. They've only got 2 all year long. Utah kind of smack dab in the middle of things right now, but a chance to make a little statement this weekend against this Red Raider team. And that young lady was widely considered to be the best pitcher in all of collegiate softball, the only active pitcher with 90 career wins and 1,000 or more strikeouts. Not bad. 5, 6, and 7 due up here for Utah. Freshman Peyton Crank takes a big cut at a rise ball and comes up a bit empty. And a count 0-1.
I think about the amount of work that Nigeri's had to do to get to this point. It definitely did not come overnight for her.
Crank, an uber talented freshman out of the Phoenix area, a hotbed for collegiate softball prospects. Takes one outside, and it's quickly 0-2. She was the number 18 ranked recruit in collegiate softball a year ago. Down in the count here to Nigeri. 0-2. Got a piece of that to foul it off, and the count stays at 0-2.
When you're fighting from behind, Nigeri has so many good pitches that the sky's the limit. So at this point, Crank's going to shorten up here and put it in play.
That one rises high, 1-2. Crank's seeing the ball well right now. Season average at 333. She had a career high 5 runs driven in on Tuesday against Weber State, non-conference matchup. I can assure you that nobody for Weber was throwing like Kennedy is tonight. 1-2 the count as the wind continues to blow out to center field. Chase that one high and up and out of the zone. Strike 3, third strikeout for Kennedy, and there's one away in the Utah second.
You can see her just bring that up. Definitely out of where she wanted to hit it.
So one away brings up third baseman Kayla Lyon. The senior Lyon hitting 293 coming in today. 5 home runs. She's driven in 27. And behind on that fastball out of the zone, 0-1. Lyon, a senior out of Corona, California, Eleanor Roosevelt High School. Not real big. Lions only 5'2", so a little bit tighter of a zone here for Kennedy. Infield back, outfield deep and straight away here on Lyon. Another swing and a miss, 1-2.
I would imagine these shorter strike zones are a little more difficult as far as your range of what you can throw in there for a called strike anyway.
That one popped up on the infield left side. Shortstop calls for it, and Tony gloves it for out number 2. A 2 up and 2 down here in the Utah second brings up the shortstop, Shadi Posse. Second time today we've seen a Utah batter pop it up to Haley Tony. Posse steps in at 320. Junior out of Pearl City, Hawaii. That one looped into right field, and that's going to drop. 2-out single for Shadi Posse, and I'm not sure if Caitlin Terry saw that ball all the way. She kind of raised her glove there at the last second.
Yeah,
it was well placed.
Got the west sun. Got the west sun going down. You've got the spin. And that's just that danger zone that's right in between. And Posse was pretty focused in there. It seemed like she was on a mission. And
second base hit for Utah brings up the left fielder Reese Lee. Just the 7th start on the year for Lee, who fouls it back to the screen. Two hits and 18 at bats this year for Reese Lee out of Queen Creek, Arizona. It's in there for a strike. She's quickly down at the count here, 0-2.
these pitchers have their pitches they throw for those strikes, but they do get the batters, you know, elite pitchers like this, get them to swing at stuff that's not a strike.
Just outside. Knocked down by the catcher Burns. Posse stays down at first base. Runner at first, 2 outs here. 1-0 Texas Tech, bottom of the second. That one's chopped toward the third baseman in fair territory. Nope, they're going to say foul ball. Pinnell came up with it, but the home plate umpire quickly called foul ball. Everybody will go back. Reese Lee, a little bit of a throwback to what Utah's softball program's been here for the last 10 or so years, kind of a slap and run hitter. A lot more power in the lineup this year. Chops that one foul, and it stays at 1-2.
And I don't think that kind of hitter is the worst thing in this situation with Nigeri's skill set. If Reese can stay in control here, and she can drop it in there over in left field with.
That one rises high, 2-2. Haley White waits on deck if Lee can keep this inning alive for Utah. Two and 2 the count. Kennedy ready. Rolled out toward the third baseman. Gonna go the short way and out at second base. Bang bang play. Posse retired 5-4, and that will do it for Utah here in the second inning. They get a base runner, not able to push anything across. Here's a look at it again. Back in Salt Lake City, 1-0 as we head to the third inning. 9-1-2 due up here. The Texas Tech Red Raiders. Shelby Jones back out for a third inning of work here for the University of Utah. Before we get to action, let's head downstairs. Third member of our broadcast team, Sammy Miller with Amy Hope.
Coach, that was a huge inning from Shelby Jones in the second, going 3 up, 3 down. What has impressed you so far about her command?
She impressed me in the first as well. We just didn't do our job on defense, but I like what we're doing. I mean, I think we know what to expect and we know our jobs. We just need to get them done.
And speaking of defense, of course, I know you didn't like that error, but other than that, the defense has been clean. So how critical will that be for the rest of this game?
Again, Shelby is doing her job. And when Shelby does her job, then we just need to do our jobs. I feel like it's fun to play behind her when she's throwing hard and hitting spots, which she is.
Sammy, thank you. Coach Hogue, thank you. Nigeri Candidate leading things off here. Top of the third inning. Count 1-1 here from Shelby Jones. Pitcher versus pitcher matchup. Catches the inside half with that one. And to count now 1-2. Kennedy known more for her hitting, or her pitching, I should say, than her hitting. Only a .214 hitter, but an improved hitter from her days at Stanford. That one runs out of the zone, 2-2, and that's really what Jerry Glasgow is known for. It's making good hitters better hitters, right?
And I think she liked the idea of digging into her hitting, and she's probably really happy that she's had some extra hitters added to the Texas Tech lineup.
2-2 pitch. Skied out to right center field, pretty well hit. Diving attempt by Wilson, not there. Good backup by the right fielder, Crank. And it's a leadoff double for Kennedy. Danica Wilson's down in right center field right now. She's helped to her feet by her teammate. Oh, she was close to coming up with a heck of a play.
She is so fun to watch play that position because she is fast. She gets good jumps on the ball, and she just will lay out, and she knows she can because her teammate's right there. Picked it up on the bounce. Incredible defense there. I'm sure they would have liked to track that down, but most people wouldn't even been able to run it down like she did there.
Talking to her teammate Reese Lee right there. I think she may have landed awkwardly on her elbow. Amy Ho's going to walk out and have a look just to make sure her center fielder's okay. Speaking of awkward, the dive into second base by Kennedy was a little bit of a short slide herself going into second base. She's okay. She's going to be pinch run for now. Out at second base.
Those are the things that make you cringe there when your pitcher's out there sliding, and I'm glad everybody's okay. Although when you coach, you know that as soon as your player says they're fine, you know they're not. But everybody's fine, right? You know.
The left fielder Logan Holloman going back into the ball game. Kennedy hit. Holloman will go back in. She's a left fielder. She's in the lineup. She'll now go in at second base to run. And it takes us back to the top of the order for Maya Davis. Infield playing for the bunt. The bunt is fouled straight back. 0-1 the count on Davis. She grounded out. 3 unassisted to the first baseman the first time through. Davis at .463 on the year. Hitting .511 with runners in scoring position. Skies that one to center field. Wilson over in the gap, grabs it. She'll make the throw back to the infield, and they'll get Holloman almost at second base in just before the tag.
Utah's playing incredible defense right now, and they are very committed to not let Texas Tech create chaos on their defense, because one chaotic move leads to another, and Texas Tech has made some teams look like they've been turned upside down on defense.
Danica Wilson, just a freshman, but she plays a beautiful center field. That time gliding into the gap to make that grab. Brings up Caitlin Terry. Infield in at the corners, back up the middle. I'm not sure there's a real chance of Caitlin Terry laying down a bunt here. She's hitting 530 on the year.
She is so fun to watch, so much intensity and
open stance from the left-hand side. Batted away from Jones, not wanting to make a mistake because Caitlin Terry has got 7 home runs and 41 runs driven in.
Every hitter has their own style. You see the split grip on the hand, you see the hands together, all for different reasons.
There's a line drive up the left field line, but foul, and it's now 2-1. Terry is riding a 29-game on-base streak. She extended that with her base hit back in the first inning. And she just recently had a 24-game hitting streak snapped.
She's a player that much is given, much is expected, and she is just so fun to watch out there.
Shelby Jones ready, back on the rubber. Here's the 2-1. Fouled straight back over the top, and now 2-2. Terry came to Texas Tech from UCLA. She was an outstanding pitcher for the Bruins. But one of the real reasons when she made the decision to leave UCLA that she came to Texas Tech was she wanted to become a better hitter. She was already an excellent pitcher. And she has gone from being a mid to upper 200s hitter to over 500. This one back up the middle into center field. Wilson misplays it for just a minute. And that will allow the run to score from second, and it's 2-0 Texas Tech.
And that is how the Red Raiders can add to their leads in these games, because if you see that Danica just came up on the ball, did a great job, was going to have the opportunity to run her down, and just that slight, they were just ready for those slight errors, and they will capitalize bases every time.
So that brings in the run. Terry down at first base for a second time today. Brings up Mia Williams. Williams singled and came around to score, and that's a deep drive to left field. Back deep and gone. A no-doubter from Mia Williams, her 15th of the year.
That's one of those where she just even kind of got her hands out there in front even, but where you see that wind take it out.
The wind is absolutely howling out to left and left center field, but I'm not sure that this one was even wind aided. She got it really good. RBI number 50 and 51 on the year for Mia Williams, her 15th home run, and all of a sudden it's 4-0 Texas Tech. One away, Jackie List to the plate, cleanup hitter. List reached on the error the last time around. Infield back, outfield straightaway, medium depth. List with good power. Off-speed pitch, beautifully done by Jones, in there for a strike, 1-1. We haven't not seen her throw that pitch very often, but that one was effective.
That's on a string, a called strike, and it'd be a difficult one to hit, which are all the things that contribute to an excellent changeup.
Here's the 1-1. List didn't chase, 2-1.
Shelby's worked hard on that rise ball, and obviously the risk of a rise ball is when it goes flat on you and it just is a meatball, but when they can jump out of the zone and you can produce those bloop flies, that's what.
Pretty well hit to center field. Wilson back, warning track, wall, and gone. Back-to-back home runs for the Red Raiders. The middle of that lineup showing its power. First Williams, now List, her 11th of the year. 5-0 Texas Tech. There's a look at Jackie List, and there's a look at this ball. It just gets up, and the wind catches this one, Laurel.
235 out to the berm, and there was no question there. Danica, with all her speed, didn't have enough grass to get there, and
Red Raiders have now hit 84 home runs on the year. That is a school record. Their previous high was 74. That one's to the shortstop. Posse on to first just in time to retire Burns. So 2 outs now here in the third for the Red Raiders. Another great look at the arm of Shanti Posse. Brings up the 6th place hitter, Taylor Pennell. Pitch down inside. Oh for 1 today, grounded at the shortstop her first time through. Fouled back, now 1-1.
His college game and with the pro aspect, it's just, you see these fans out here. I mean, there are several people just standing and sitting out on the berm, and I used to know everybody in the stands, you know, years ago, and now we have so many fans out there seeing just great caliber ball.
1-1 the count on the Red Raider third baseman. That one down just a bit, 2-1. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors here in the third for Texas Tech. No runs, 2 hits, and an error for Utah. Here's the 2-1. Skied high on the left side of the infield. Over to make the grab in foul territory, and then off her glove was Kayla Lyon. She had it for a second, measured it up against the railing, but couldn't hold on. It's 2-2.
They're so hard to produce that when you can get a hitter to bloop like that, you want to track it down. You want your defense to make that great play on it.
And against a team like Texas Tech, those are the plays that if you can come up with them, it really, really helps you out. Jones ready, 2-2. Outside the zone, 3-2. Lauren Allred waits on deck. Bases empty, 2 out. Full count here on Texas Tech's Taylor Pennell. Skied out to left field. Reese Lee measures it and grabs it for out number 3. But the Red Raiders do damage in the third. 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and nobody left on.
To Salt Lake City, I'm here with Coach Glasgow. Coach, back-to-back home runs from Williams and Liss. What did you like from their approaches at the plate?
I thought we were in our legs. I told them the first round, first time through the order, we weren't getting in our lower half. We were just hitting with our arms, and I thought there they got down in their legs a little bit and got on time, and it always helps see the pitcher at least once.
And you said that Nigeri Kennedy has been hitting her stride, and tonight is no different already with those 3 Ks. What has impressed you about her efficiency in the circle?
She's fun to watch when she's like this. You know, she took a lot of time off, and we knew it was going to take a little bit of time to come back, and I felt like the last 2 weeks she's really hit her, you know, getting close to peak performance, and that's why we put her back in the lineup tonight. Now we can start focusing a little bit on her hitting and let her get a few swings in here down the stretch. But fun to watch her when she got command of her changeup and her rise ball like she does tonight.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Sammy, Jerry, thank you so very much. Bottom of the third, 9-1-2 here for Utah. Haley White, Utah's senior second baseman, out to face the aforementioned Nigeri Kennedy. Haley's actually got some experience against Kennedy. She's been around the program long enough. She saw Kennedy when she was at Stanford. Back in the Pac-12 days. Lays off that ball, pitch high, and home plate umpire says she went around. And to count that 1-1.
Nigeri probably enjoyed that first year where people hadn't quite seen what she can do and how she can do it.
1-1 on the way to White, pops it up. Burns tries to measure it. She does, grabs it for out number 1. Pop up in foul territory for White. 1 away, takes us back to the top of the Utah order, Mia Gomez. What changes now? You've gone through the lineup one time. Now everybody's got a chance to see Kennedy. What will change it all here for the Utah hitters?
I think just like Coach Glasgow said, you know, they can get their lower half in. They can have more confidence of what it's going to look like. And
here's Gomez grounding one foul up the first baseline.
And especially with Nigeri, if she shows you anything that looks good, don't just look at it and just hope that something else comes up, because it won't with her. So you want to take advantage of those times you see what looks good to you.
0-1 the count here on Gomez. That ball rides inside. 1-1. Mia had a 36-game on-base streak ended last Friday against UCF. The freshman had the longest on-base streak in program history before it was stopped last Friday against the Knights. Outside 2-1.
It seems like these pitches that she's commanding, which are mini change-up, rise ball, she has different aspects of change-ups and rise balls, different speeds, different locations, and it's hard to track down as a hitter.
That one's grounded foul again, way out in front of it. And the count now 2-2. Gomez comes in today as well. 4th in the Big 12 with 52 hits. Also 8th in the Big 12 with a .426 batting average. Not bad for a true freshman.
Every cut, Mia is taking in more information, more data.
Here's the 2-2. Didn't chase. Outside now 3-2. Making Kennedy work just a little bit here in the third. Outfield deep on Utah's Mia Gomez. Way out in front. There's that off-speed pitch, which can be so dangerous. And the second strikeout today for Mia Gomez as she'll walk back to the dugout.
She wishes she could. I mean, honestly, that's not a bad one to swing at. It's just a matter of being able to sense the string slowing down and recognizing it's a changeup.
So 2 out brings up center fielder Danica Wilson. Big cut by Wilson, got a piece of it back to the screen, popped up to the shortstop her first time through, Danica Wilson. She has reached base in 24 straight games. Another true freshman with an impressive streak for Utah.
And I love telling the story of when I first saw her. I thought she looked like a typical Utah player 10, 15 years ago, and wasn't sure about her power, and the first pitch, she took it out.
Yeah, she's got 6 home runs driven in, 30 driven in on the year. That one rolled up the third baseline. That's a fair ball. On to first, just in time to retire Wilson, and the Utes go 1-2-3 in the third inning. 3 full in the books. Texas Tech 5-0.
Big O Tires has more than 460 locations nationwide. Chances are there's a location near you. Owned by someone in your neighborhood, we offer a wide range of diagnostic, repair, and routine maintenance services, backed by one of the best national service warranties, because everyone in our community deserves legendary care. Big O is the team you trust.
They look at us and wonder, what's out there?
We are.
We've never been the type to stand to the side, letting world-changing ideas go untested. We push even beyond our own expectations. Here is seen across the country and heard around the world. We strive to be bold, to be impactful, and to challenge the status quo.
Because from here,
And here.
And even here, it's possible.
BK, ESPN is now the home of MLB.tv.
So all out-of-market games, live or on demand, plus all your favorite sports on ESPN. We need to tell the people, Carl.
We're doing it right now.
ESPN is now the home of MLB.tv. All out-of-market games, live or on demand, all in one place.
Great crowd on hand here tonight at Dumke Family Softball Stadium on a perfect evening for softball. Fans out on the berm, sitting in, taking it in on the grass. Got a full house here today, and a new Utah pitcher in the fourth. 7, 8, and 9 due up against Racy Miranda, who's out for the first time today for the University of Utah. She'll relieve Shelby Jones, who, to be very fair, didn't throw badly today for Utah, did she?
No, I was actually impressed with, she really got her flow and did some incredible things. She produced a lot of outs with her rise ball that she's working so hard on, and the changeup wasn't bad either. So
Racy Miranda making her 19th appearance on the year this year for the University of Utah. She's seen a lot of starting action, also come out of the bullpen, as she does here tonight. 2-0 as she leads things off against Lauren Allred. Grounded out, 4-3 her first time. Allred went that time 2-1. Miranda transferred in a couple of years ago from Cal State Fullerton. She helped the Titans to a 2022 Big West Championship and back-to-back appearances in the NCAA tournament in 22 and 23. That one grounded out toward the shortstop, third baseman Kayla Lyon. Juggled it just for a minute and then gathered and threw in time to retire Allred.
she's fought back so hard from her injury and become so much stronger, and she really throws the ball hard out of the pitching staff and primarily keeps it down, which is where you want the ball against a hitting group like Texas Tech.
Haley Toney in the shortstop, 0 for 1. Rolls it foul up the third baseline. Toney wearing that Captain C on that jersey for Texas Tech. Texas Tech tonight with their 33rd different lineup in 41 games. A lot of versatility for Jerry Glasgow's side.
I'm just going to say that Jerry's playing the long game, and there's a lot of things that he's got on his mind. You know, he's got the end result he wants. He's working backwards, and that's a whole different way of setting up your season than just getting through the regular season.
1-1 the count here on Toney. That one's foul. Chopped it foul, and then it hopped up and hit her while she was still in the batter's box. So it's foul ball, 1-2. Tech was a look at it. Tech was picked to win the Big 12 this year. Got 10 of the 11 preseason first place votes. Skied high into left field. Reese Lee is there to make the grab, and that's out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down for Racy Miranda out of the bullpen. We'll bring up the pitcher for his second time tonight, Nyjeri Cannady, who doubled her first time up to right center field. Jolie Mayfield in at shortstop this inning for the University of Utah. First pitch to Cannady. Inside edge for a strike, 0-1. Cannady with her 25th plate appearance of the year right here. Hitting .250 now. That one over but low, 1-1.
And she hasn't had to carry every load this year. She's had a lot of help, but it's still impressive that she's getting in there and hitting. She's a great hitter. I would.
1-1 pitch. Chopped foul, and it's 1-2. You mentioned carrying the load a year ago, where she took them all the way to the championship game of the College World Series. She posted a 24-7 record, but her earned run average was .73. She had 7 losses, but a ERA of 0.73. This year, well, she's been helped out greatly by the emergence of Caitlin Terry on this roster. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Down she goes. And Racy Miranda out of the bullpen for Utah works a 1-2-3 inning. Utah will send up 3, 4, and 5 when we get back. Back in Salt Lake City, some notes from around the Big 12 as we head into the weekend. You see at the bottom there, Kansas got that series against Arizona State. First ranked series conference win since 2024. Helped them jump into the polls this week. Jayhawks are now ranked. Iowa State got a nice win against Arizona, but look at that one on top. Utah hoping that it does not become 29 out of 41. There's a look at Nyjeri Cannady coming back out for a 4th inning of work. She's been good so far. Hasn't given up a run just yet. Just 2 hits, both singles for Utah.
Proctor is such a key to this lineup, and Coach Hogue said last night they really want to lean on her, and they want her to be that hitter.
Kennedy Proctor has one of the 2 Utah hits. Fouls first pitch back.
Just a year ago, she was one of those freshmen that had ice in her veins and was doing so much for the Utah program to build up from.
She was a 2025 freshman All-American last year. Beautiful off-speed pitch, catches the inside edge. It's quickly 0-2 on Proctor. Wind continues to blow out to center field. Red Raiders have hit 2 home runs already here tonight. This is outside 1-2 on Proctor. Just got a piece off the end of the bat to keep it alive, 1-2. Speaking of power, second most home runs on this Utah squad for Kennedy Proctor. She hit her 8th on the year Tuesday in the win against Weber State. Chops toward third. Big hop for Pennell across the diamond in time. And there's one away.
The velocity of these pitches and how fast she's throwing, you know, Utah getting the barrel on it will fly for them too, and we've seen that.
Brings up the cleanup hitter, freshman Sion Noli. Let's go down to Sammy Miller. Sammy?
Bill, Coach Hogue said that Sion Noli is best described as a steady and consistent player, which she believes is one of the hardest things to be in their game. Sion is somebody who rarely swings and misses while showcasing significant pop, plus her capacity to hit for power and utilize both sides of the plate make her a dangerous player to face, and she's really shown that all season long, Bill.
Sammy, thanks. Strikeout victim her first time through, but again, one of that group of fearless freshmen. There's 4 of them in the lineup tonight for Utah. And it says something if you're a true freshman and you're batting in the cleanup spot for a program like Utah. 1-1 pitch, got just a piece of it, and it's 1-2.
I haven't seen a lot of, they're always going to be learning, but they have stepped right into those really strong positions in the lineup and made a huge difference this freshman class. Fearless freshman, I like that.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Kennedy ready, here's the pitch. Loops that one deep into left field. Couple of steps back though for Garcia. And there's 2 outs. It was about the best ball hit though today off of Kennedy for Utah.
Sion sat back on that changeup. She saw it, could at least get her hands, and still look how far it went and changeup.
Right out to Michaela Garcia. Transfer from UT Tyler. 2 up and 2 down for Utah here in the 4th. Way out in front of that one is Peyton Crank.
When pitchers can command that changeup where it's not even in a good spot for a hitter and it's a called strike, that just adds so much to their game.
Outside ball 1. Crank struck out her first time through today. Season average now at .330. 5 home runs, 31 runs driven in for Crank. Couldn't catch up with that one, and it's 1-2.
There's a lot going through these hitters' minds, you know. That was actually a good swing, just.
That one grounded foul, right past Amy Hogue, up third base line, and it stays 1-2. Crank came in probably the most highly touted of these Utah freshmen, number 18 recruit in the country. Swing and a miss, down she goes, strike 3, strikeout number 5 for Kennedy. And the Utes are down 1-2-3 again as we head to the 5th.
Official partner of getting back in the game. Whatever that looks like for you.
I can't express the importance of the donations that we get towards everything in our athletic department.
Every year you see somebody's life change.
It's an incredibly rewarding experience to know that you're supported by people who see the work that you put in.
Being able to have this opportunity and play for such an amazing fan base has been a dream come true.
Yeah, it's just thinking about that gives me a little goosebumps. It's the energy that gives us the extra push.
Goes Calvis, throw it way out. Bringing a run behind double. Big conference. Seahawks, you call foul at the third. Great defensive. Jockey into second.
The Big 12 up.
That base runner.
Well, if you're just joining us, this is how we got to where we're at here in the fifth. A little bit of a misplay there by the shortstop. Allowed that run to come around. It was 1-0 Texas Tech as Williams came to the plate. And the big inning for the Red Raiders was the third. Ended up plating 4 runs. And not a big play there, but just a little one allowed that run to come around, and then the power was on display. First Williams, 2-run shot out to left field. And then the next batter up, Liss, solo shot to center. That's where we sit, Laurel, 5-0 as we head to the 5th inning. Racy Miranda back out for another inning of work. Faces the top of the order here for Texas Tech. Davis, Terry, and Williams. Maya Williams 0 for 2. Grounded out to first base, flew out to center field. Lyon way in at third base. That one's in there for a strike.
It's called picking your poison. She's just way up, taking away that bunt, and if she hits, she hopes she can get her glove up and knock it down. I don't think I'd like to play third base myself in this climate.
That one fouled back. Just got a little piece of it. 2-2 now. On the leadoff hitter, Maya Davis. Average has dipped just a little bit since the beginning of the game. She came in at 466, down to 459. Really fast if she can get on base. Again, just off the end of the bat as Miranda battles 2-2.
I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Miranda. You know, she's been trying to get her rhythm and groove, and she's got the strength and speed and just putting it all together for her.
Miranda ready, and here's the 2-2. Rises high, 3-2. Davis, #1 in the NCAA among active players in hits with 313. At bats with 773 and stolen bases with 131. Line toward the second baseman. Haley White ranges to her right to make the grab. Well hit by Davis, but right at White for out #1.
Again, big out first in the inning, and I'm sure right now Texas Tech feels like they're losing because they want more, you know, and if you talk and make it quick and put something together, it'll be a different ball game, an extended ball game.
Brings in Caitlin Terry, who's 2 for 2 tonight, a couple of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. Miranda starts her with a strike. Amy Hogue pouring over some numbers in her dugout right now. That one down, 1-1. Terry was the 2024 Pac-12 Freshman of the Year at UCLA. The 2-time Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Arizona in high school. Whacked foul, and it's 1-2.
And to see the game spread out to so many great programs right now, I mean, UCLA from the beginning has always been the benchmark of excellence, and you've seen so many other teams just get better and better and better, and now the playing field is more equal for a lot of these teams.
1 ball, 2 strikes here on the second place hitter for the Red Raiders. Didn't miss by much. With home plate umpire Chad Steers said a ball, 2-2.
You wonder if the crowd is paying attention to the balls and strikes, but that was a moment where I heard that reaction from the crowd.
2-2 on Caitlin Terry. Racy Miranda wants timeout. That one got away from Miranda. The count runs full now, 3-2. Utah defense playing Terry pretty much straight up right now. Outfield medium depth and straight away. Open stance for Terry. Miranda ready. Payoff pitch. Looped into left field and down. That's going to be a base hit, and away it gets from Reese Lee. Into second base. Terry's going to dig for third, and she'll have a triple. Is she going to come home? She is. Throw not in time. And we'll see how they score that. But in all likelihood, that's going to be an inside the park home run for Caitlin Terry.
I think before Coach Glasgow could decide what he wanted to do, she was on her way.
It began with a ball that just got away from Reese. Nice piece of hitting, though, from Terry going the other way. It just gets under the glove of Reese Lee, and that's when the fireworks began. And then the throw in was wide of third base, and that's when Terry, I think, made her own mind up to go for home plate.
That's that game sense.
We'll wait on the official scoring from the official score. They're going to call that a triple, and then scoring on the throwing error from Reese Lee. So a triple for Terry, 3 for 3 now on the afternoon. And she comes home on the throwing error from the left fielder, Reese Lee. 6-0 now, Texas Tech. That one grounded up third base way. Kayla Lyon up with it and retires Mia Williams, 5-3. And there's 2 out.
I think it's easy also in the outfield to underestimate how fast those balls are coming, because Reese has a lot of speed and there's a lot of power behind that.
So 2 out here in the Red Raider 5th. Brings up the cleanup hitter, Jackie Liss. Liss with a solo shot to center fielder last time through. Her 11th on the year. Inside edge for a strike. Liss was the Big 12 Player of the Week coming out of the Iowa State and Tarleton's games earlier this year. Speaking of inside the park home runs, she had one of those and a grand slam of the same game against BYU. There's a strike, and it's quickly 0-2 on Liss.
Those in the park home runs on any other field but this are a little hard to come by. That shows the speed is there.
It seems like everybody runs well on this Texas Tech squad. 0-2 the count here on Liss. Outside, ball 1. That one up and away, 2-2 now. If Liss can keep the inning alive, Jasmine Burns waits on deck. Just missed inside. Now the count runs full, 3-2.
Proctor wants to fight for that one. You see how personal these bats have become to these hitters. They've got stickers on them, and it's like it's their own bat now.
3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, 2 out. Line drive just past the dialing Haley White. And into right center field it goes. Liss around second. She's going to dig for third. Relay throw, not in time. A 2-out triple for Jackie Liss. And another hard hit ball toward the alley past the diving Haley White.
These are outfielders that have speed, and those balls are being hit as if they're the velocity of how it feel a shortstop, and popping through those gaps.
Second triple of the inning for the Red Raiders. 5th extra base hit today for Texas Tech. Brings up the catcher, Jasmine Burns. Outside, ball 1. Burns a strikeout victim back in the first inning. Rounded out to shortstop her last time through, 0 for 2. Line drive knocked down by Kayla Lyon to her feet and on to first in time. Lyon flashing the leather at third. And the Red Raiders are done here in the 5th. They get a run on 2 hits and leave 1 on base. Here's a look at Lyon. What a play.
To Salt Lake City, Coach Glasgow emphasized that Nigeri Kennedy truly represents all of college softball and has put Texas Tech on the map when it comes to the top softball programs in the country. Coach Glasgow said that Nigeri is a generational talent. She's a very sweet person while also being a vicious competitor. When she got the AUSL Golden ticket, Coach Glasgow got emotional seeing her accomplish her childhood dream and knows how much work she has put in to get to this point. Tara Archibald added that Nigeri is extremely humble and never satisfied, always looking for ways to improve her game. Her goal every day is to get 1% better. And of course, she celebrates her accomplishments, but she always keeps it moving, doesn't dwell on her wins, and is ready for more challenges. And that right there, that's a sign of a true champion, Bill.
It sure is, Sammy. Thank you so much. She is excellent and has been from the moment she stepped in the circle collegiately for the Stanford Cardinal and now in Lubbock, Texas for the Red Raiders. She is the unquestioned leader on the field for this Red Raider team, and she brings it each and every time out. She'll face 6, 7, and 8 for Utah here in the 5th inning with a 6-0 lead in her back pocket. And not that she needs it, but having that 6-0 lead's awfully nice.
Oh yeah, you can just have a totally different mindset as a pitcher.
Lions skies one out into medium depth right field. Caitlin Terry comes on to grab it for out number 1. And another thing that's made life a lot easier this year on Kennedy has been that young lady who just made the out in right field, who will likely see pitch tomorrow. That's Caitlin Terry. And Terry, in addition to being an excellent hitter this year and a really good right fielder, has also become one of the aces. I won't say the ace because I think this team has 2 aces right now.
That's how I feel too, and I watched a complete game of her pitching, and
But tonight's Nigeri's night, and she's dealing right now. One away in the Utah 5th with a 6-0 deficit. Brings up Jolie Mayfield. Jolie didn't begin the game, but she came in midway through at shortstop, hitting just $167 this year. 1-1 the count on Mayfield.
A lot of young players here taking in this great game of softball, and
Mayfield late on that one, 1-2 now. Jolie had a really nice, got a late start to it because of some injury, but freshman year. This year struggling a little bit more at the plate. Here's the 1-2 pitch, rolls it toward the third baseman. Panel up with it across the diamond in time, and there's 2 away. So 2 up and 2 down as Kennedy cruises here in the 5th, brings up left fielder Reese Lee. Sun beginning to set on this Friday night. Great crowd on hand, expecting another good one tomorrow as well. We'll be back here with you tomorrow at high noon. And as long as Mother Nature allows, we'll be back here on Sunday at 11, all Mountain Daylight Time. Reese Lee 0 for 1. Bounced into a fielder's choice first time through.
And Reese has had a lot of experience hitting off of pitchers that are on the elite side of things, and
ball down and away. Now 2-0. Reese out of Queen Creek, Arizona. She's a junior. May have crossed paths somewhere along the line with Caitlin Terry, who's also a Phoenix area product. Likely see her in the circle tomorrow. That's a swing and a miss, 2-1. Chopped toward the third base side. Now the shortstop up with it across the diamond, not in time. Good speed by Reese Lee to beat it out. Jackie Liz says, let's take a look at this. We'll see if Texas Tech decides to review.
Headphones, headphones, headphones.
Bang, bang play. Really close. Tony off her back foot. I think she beat it.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good call. And
I think she got there just before that ball hit the leather. It's bang, bang.
You gotta love Kaya Gibson in the back making the call, and the player making the complete opposite call. That's what I call supporting your team there. And for those who haven't watched softball for a while, we now have replay. And when we go to the headphones, if you will, that means they have two reviews, and it's, I think, been good for the game.
Here's one more look at it to see. Watch that right foot. It's close. Call on the field was safe. So as we know in replay at any level, you have to see compelling evidence to overturn the call on the field. There's a look at Reese down there. Having a good time with it. If it stands, it's the third hit of the night, all singles for Utah. And Eads will have a runner on base with 2 away.
You like the hustle there on Lee, and running it out, and it's so easy at times to just let up and not make that extra effort, but that's what really matters.
Here we go. Chelsea Clark will give us the call. Call was confirmed. That means Reese Lee's safe at first base with a 2-out single.
They're getting faster at reviewing, and it's nice to keep the game moving. That extra effort by Lee made all the difference in the world.
That toe hit the bag just before that ball hit the leather.
That safety bag has just been really nice to avoid those collisions in those situations, and especially.
So it brings us up to the 9th place hitter, Haley White. Skies one out into shallow right field. Caitlin Terry there for the grab and out number 3. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. 5 full of the books, and Tech up 6-0. Here's a look as we got to the 6th inning here. 6-0 Texas Tech leading Utah. Red Raiders doing what the Red Raiders do, pitching it really well with Kennedy, and of course hitting home runs, 2 of them in the top of the 3rd inning. Utah just not getting any real rhythm against that young lady. And Racy Miranda back out for her 3rd inning of relief work. She'll face 6, 7, and 8 here for Texas Tech. Taylor Panel will lead it off. She's 0 for 2 tonight. Followed by Lauren Allred, then Haley Toney. Miranda's done a nice job in relief here for Utah. Scattered a couple of hits, struck out a batter, given up a couple of hits. Panel goes down, has a word with her hitting coach and head coach, Jerry Glasgow, down 3rd base way, and she's back in now. Junior from Milan, Illinois, transfer from Tennessee, flew out to left fielder last time through. Right at the knees, and over it goes, 0-2. Infield back with nobody out. High fly ball, medium depth, left field. League drifts back, camps under it for out number 1. Going to bring up Lauren Allred. Texas Tech has 6 runs and 8 hits. 7 of the 8 hits have come from the 2, 3, and 4 spots tonight.
That middle of the lineup's been so powerful. All the lineup, but
Allred now at 338 after going 0 for 2 in her first 2 at-bats. Fouled off the left side, backing out of play. And the count 1-1 now.
seeing Coach Glasgow do that little bit of hitting tips and coaching, you just think about how he's just meant to be a coach from the very beginning of coaching his daughters to junior high to.
Got a really unique journey, and that ball fouled off the end of the bat, it looked like. So it's 1-2. Glasgow had Lauren Allred when he was the head coach at the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. She followed him to Lubbock, and well, had some success. Miranda ready, and here comes the 1-2. Just outside 2-2.
And again, I think he's really transparent with his players, and this is what our goal is. And I need to play these other players. I'm going to play you. I'm going to, they've changed things up a lot. And
that one grounded into center field past a diving Jolie Mayfield. And a one-out single for Lauren Ulrich. 9th hit of this Friday for Texas Tech. That will bring up the shortstop, Haley Toney. Third hit given up by Racy Miranda.
Shortstop, Haley Toney.
Utah brings it in just a little bit here at the corners in case Toney decides to drop down a bunt. Grounded toward the second baseman, might be two. Shortstop one, back on to first, not quite in time. Toney legs it out, fielder's choice, there's 2 away.
again, great hustle, because you let up just a bit and they're going to get you on that double play every time. They know how to do it. Utah's proven they're good at it, and those middle infielders and Haley White are a big part of that.
Brings us to the 9th spot in this Texas Tech order here in the 6th, and back up again for a 3rd time tonight. The pitcher, Nyjeri Cannady, doubled her first time through. Grounded toward the third base side and foul off the glove of Kayla Lyon. 0-1. Cannady grew up in Kansas, Topeka, Kansas. That one skied up the right field line, pretty well hit. Warning track wall, and that's fair. Extra bases for Cannady around third. Chugging for home is Haley Toney. And it's a second double of the night for Nyjeri Cannady. And this one brings in a run, and it's now 7-0 Texas Tech.
It's not very common that you see a ball drop right into that corner. That is quite a spot right there for Nyjeri.
Foul, or make it fair, I should say, by about 6 inches. Well placed. And with 2 outs, Toney was running the whole way. Came around to score.
That's kind of the golf shot I wish I had, Bill. I mean,
drop it in like that, you sure can. Cannady will come out for the pinch runner. It'll be Desiree Spearman. Back to the top of the order. And Maya Davis. Davis 0 for 3. High fly ball, really well hit to center field. Warning track wall and gone. She's no longer 0 for. That's a 2-run home run for Maya Davis, her 8th on the year. And that makes it 9-0 Texas Tech. 3rd home run tonight for the Red Raiders.
She just got all of that lower half, and it just hung up there, seemingly like it wasn't going to get there, and then it just took that extra flight.
Got a little help with that west wind. It's blowing out to center and left center field, but Maya Davis, home run number 8, RBI, 38 and 39 on the year, and just like that, it's 9-0 Texas Tech. Line drive at the shortstop. Mayfield on to first, and for the first time tonight, Caitlin Terry retired. But the Red Raiders do more damage. 3 runs on 3 hits. To the bottom of the 6th we go here in Salt Lake City.
The team dynamic has been really good, in my opinion. I think that we all really care about each other, like as people, and I feel like that's the most important thing. I'm having fun because, I don't know, I just get excited. I like to perform and be with my friends. Like, these aren't just my teammates, they're my friends, so it's like a hangout. Since we are young, I think we bring like the kid type of energy. We are mature when it comes to the game, but we like to like have fun.
That's Mia Lopez, who leads things off here in the 6th for Utah. Having a fantastic freshman year. And does not carry herself like a freshman either, both at the plate or in person. A very mature young woman. Coming in tonight with that average over 400, now at 419. Struck out both times she came up tonight against NiTre Kennedy. 9-0 Texas Tech, 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Red Raiders. No runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for Utah. Just catches the outside edge for a strike, 2-1.
I like her statement where they're young, they like to be goofy, and they're friends off the field, but when the game starts, it's business, and you can feel that as.
Way out in front again. That pitch has gotten her a couple of times tonight, pulling that string.
Yeah, that is a string pull for sure. But if I know Gomez like I feel like I do watching her, she's making a note of those things, and she'll get better at capitalizing on those strings.
3-2 now. A little focus. A little deep breath, and here comes the payoff pitch. Ball 4. First walk surrendered tonight by Kennedy. Down to first base goes Mia Gomez. We'll bring up Danica Wilson. And we'll get a pinch runner here. Looks like Siani Sakai will go into pinch run for Mia Gomez.
Great job by Gomez. I mean, she just played her own at bat there and didn't let the moment get too big. And any way that Utah can add to some kind of, they've done some great things in this game, but just having some good victories, little wins, will make each opportunity better.
Danica Wilson steps in, 0 for 2 tonight. Has a 24-game reaching base streak in jeopardy right here in the 6th. A big cut at that one, now down to the count 0-2. Swing and a miss, down she goes, strike 3. So after surrendering her first walk, Kennedy comes right back with a strikeout on Wilson, her 6th. And there's one away here in the Utah 6th. I'll bring up Kennedy Proctor, Utah catcher, singled back in the first, grounded out her last time through. Skies that one high, backing out of play. Burns has a look at it, but doesn't. Actually, it's Valdez who's in the ball game now. Victoria Valdez now in at catcher. Had a look at it, got back to the stands, 0-1. Just outside, 1-1.
Proctor historically has that balanced. She doesn't get off balance too much, and great lower half, and you really need that when you're facing pitchers like NiTre.
That one pretty well hit to right center field. Warning track, wall and gone. Home run number 9 on the season for Kennedy Proctor.
And that is what Utah needs out of her. Coach Hode talked about it. We need Proctor to be big, and right there was a huge moment for Proctor.
You were talking about it, little wins. Well, that's not a little win. That's a big win at the plate right there for Kennedy Proctor against the best in college softball.
Yes, I was thinking about maybe a nice ground ball to the infield, something hard hit, and you know, those are the things that when you string those together, you put them in the memory bank and you pull them out when it matters, and it will.
That's home run number 9 for Proctor, and RBI 33 and 34 on the year. And Utah on the board for the first time on this Friday, now down 9-2. Brings up Sion Noli. Strikeout victim her first time through, flew out to left field her last time up. 0 for 2 tonight for Noli.
It becomes contagious in this situation when, I don't even want to say younger players, just any player on the bench, when you're facing someone like Nigeri, such an exceptional pitcher, and just to see someone have success.
1-2 pitch outside 2-2. As good as she is, as dominant as she is, Kennedy does have that knack for giving up the long ball. That was the 9th home run she's given up this year.
Yeah, and I think when you have that up ball, and if it lays flat, that's what it does.
2-2 here on Noli. Nobody on, 1 out here in the Utah 6th. Pretty well hit up the third baseline. Amy Hogue jumps out of the way, and it stays 2-2. .88 pitches tonight so far for Kennedy. Just misses outside, now 3-2. So we saw Gomez work the count to 3-2 and then draw a walk. We'll see what Noli can do right here. Another walk. So Kennedy goes 5 innings, doesn't give up a walk. She's given up 2 here in the 6th. What are you seeing right now from her?
I'm just seeing, you know, Coach Glasgow talked about how she's got to get back in her groove, and there's a reason why she's been out there every inning, is trying to get her stamina back to pitch these innings. And you know, pitchers can get tired, and you know, sometimes it's a mixture between how you're releasing and what's being called, and just your full-out mental mindset. And Nigeri's strong mentally, but you just don't know all the factors that are going into why the 2 walks come back to back. I have to think that
pinch runner now in. Rio Mendez. Peyton Crank to the plate now. Struck out twice tonight against Kennedy. Didn't quite time that one up. Got a late piece of it, 0-1.
Frank's just been on the cusp of making contact with some of these. And
off-speed pitch in there for a strike, letter high, quickly 0-2. Runner at first, 1 out. Utah down 9-2 here in the 6th. For a 3rd time tonight, Crank down on strikes. That off-speed pitch working well, and now it's 2 outs. And Kayla Lyon to the plate.
that must be quite a change-up close-up, because the crowd all oohed and awed as that came across. Ugly pitch, which pitchers love to throw.
7th strikeout tonight for Kennedy. Kayla Lyon 0 for 2. Kennedy now with 140 strikeouts on the season against just 25 walks. That one rides up and in on Lyon, is 3-0. That's in there for a strike at 2-1. Lyon, a senior, didn't begin her career at the University of Utah, began in Southern California at Cal Baptist. There's another strike now, 2-2.
When we talk about Nigeri's earned run average, for those that don't know what that means, being so low.
That one rides high, 3-2.
To think that with her on the mound, their team could win, these games with 2 runs. Utah, it's a win to get to those 2 runs and add to it.
That one grounded toward the second baseman, flipped to second, not in time. Williams flipped that to Tony, but running with the contact was Mendez, and she legs it out. So the Utes now have 2 on with 2 out.
Sometimes that flip for a fast runner is not enough. You've got to let the momentum of your body and your flip go a little faster instead of letting it be on a string.
Not sure what Jerry Glasgow wanted to talk about right there. It was pretty obvious at second base that was an easy, safe call. Maybe they're taking a... Okay. He's challenging that the runner at first base, Mendez, left early. So they're going to go have a look at this. We'll see.
We see this as something that coaches call quite a bit, and a lot of times it's just a momentum killer to just kind of like calling a timeout in another sport or even this sport to slow things down. So
here's the first look at it.
I think she was fine.
I think she was okay.
I know runners have to be a little more careful. It used to be like, hey, just try to leave as early as you can get away with, right? Now we have cameras everywhere, and they have to be pretty honest and deliberate on the bases because they're so valuable, especially against Texas Tech. These base runners are so valuable. And I'm sure Utah just did not want to be run ruled here in this situation, and they didn't give up, and they put themselves in a situation to play a 7-inning game and see what they can do with this 2-out rally.
I think the issue on this play wasn't so much the flip. I think the shortstop was just a little late getting to the bag. I think the flip was right. I think it was the right play by Williams. I think the shortstop, Tony, maybe got there just a skosh late for that flip. And again, I don't think, based on the replays we saw, that Mendez left early. I think she left right about on time. And so I think we're going to have first and second here with 2 outs.
Those middle infielders are so good at timing when their partner is going to be there at that base, and I was a little blocked out by the pitcher on where that shortstop was, but that makes a lot of sense.
So the umpires are out of the review room, and we'll get the call from Chelsea Clark. She's got the headset on tonight. We'll listen in here and see what she has to say. I didn't really hear what she had to say there, but everybody's going back to the bases, so the call's going to stand.
There's a lot
Mendez will be down at second base. Kayla Lyon will be at first base. Jolie Mayfield will come to the plate with 2 away.
A lot of investment being made on this equipment, we've got to get to the point where when the umpires, I've noticed this in a lot of different games where.
Well, we've got a pitching change here. Nigeria Kennedy's night is done. Get a new pitcher. It'll be the sophomore Samantha Lincoln. We'll give you her numbers when we get back here in the 6th. New Texas Tech pitcher, sophomore Samantha Lincoln, left-hander, coming out of the bullpen tonight. Very talented second-year player. In fact, her coach really high on her future. Said it needs to continue to grow a little bit into the college game, but not too bad for a sophomore, making her 15th appearance on the year. She's got a 7-0 record, a 2.38 earned run average, and 42 strikeouts and 9 walks in 47 innings. So she's a spot starter. She's kind of the third starter and also somewhat of a reliever. We weren't sure we were going to see her this weekend when we talked to Jerry Glasgow. Obviously we are, and she'll be in charge of trying to close things out here in the 6th inning. She'll inherit runners on first and second base. Kayla Lyon down at first, Rio Mendez at second, and Jolie Mayfield comes to the plate for Utah. Outside it goes on the edge for a strike, and count 0-1. Lincoln's got a drop, a curve, and a change, and she'll run it up there anywhere from 66 to about 70 miles an hour.
Totally different look from the left side, too, for these hitters.
0-1 on the way to Mayfield. Just missed down a little bit. And the count 1-1.
As I dissect the pitching staff with the Red Raiders, they complement each other so well.
Mayfield didn't start tonight at short, but she came on for Shadi Posse. That one grounded foul, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 on and 2 out. Utah down 9-2 here in the 6th. She went around and down she goes. Lincoln comes on, gets the strikeout, retires Utah here in the 6th inning. 2 runs on a hit and 2 left on base for the University of Utah. We'll head to the 7th. Red Raiders bring it up the middle of their lineup. Friday night at the ballpark. Everybody enjoying themselves here tonight in Salt Lake City. Texas Tech leading at 9-2 as we go to the 7th. Racy Miranda, who's done a nice job out of the bullpen for Utah, will face the middle of the Texas Tech order. Williams, Liss, and Burns due up here for Texas Tech. There's the numbers from tonight. That's pretty standard numbers for Texas Tech right there. 9 runs, 11 hits, 3 home runs. Utah tacked on a couple in the last half inning. 2 runs, 4 hits. They got a home run out of Kennedy Proctor. Speaking of home runs, Mia Williams hit her 15th tonight back in the 3rd inning. She's 2 for 3 tonight. A single, a home run, and a couple of runs scored. Miranda rolls that one up there. The count 1-0.
think it's important for Miranda to prove to herself that she can get in there. I mean, obviously she's got the most velocity of anyone on the staff.
Williams leads this team in home runs and runs driven in. She's just added to those numbers tonight. 2-0 the count. Now 3-0 as he rides it inside.
Just honing in on the things that Gracie does well is important in this moment.
See if they cut Williams loose here on a 3-0 pitch. Wasn't close, never had a chance. It's a 4-pitch walk to lead off the 7th here from Mia Williams. Brings up the cleanup hitter, Jackie Liss, who is also homered tonight. She's 2 out of 3. Season average now up to 467. Scoots away from first base as that ball rides outside. That's 5 straight balls now from Racy Miranda. There goes the runner down to second base, and she's out. Great throw by Proctor, excellent tag by Mayfield, and Mia Williams erased. 2-6.
Really great job by Proctor getting rid of it, being aware of what was happening there, and the scouting report's pretty plain that they're going to run on you, and I think Utah spent a lot of time making sure that they knew where they should all be in that situation.
Just the second time this season that Williams has been thrown out stealing. Here's a high fly ball, well hit to center field, warning track wall, and for the second time tonight, Jackie Liss has lifted one out to dead center field. Another solo shot, and now 10-2 Texas Tech.
She got all of that.
Hit the camera stanchion, took a hop up off it. Now 12 home runs on the year for Jackie Liss. 3-for-4 night for her tonight. That will bring up Jasmine Burns, the catcher. Burns 0 for 3.
Just a slight adjustment for Racy on that drop ball, just release point. She's got the location.
Grounded toward third, Lyon up with it, crossing time, and there's 2 away. Lyon's done a nice job at third base tonight for Utah. Two away. Brings us back to the third baseman, Taylor Panel. Panel's grounded out and flown out twice to left field. Ball catches the outside edge for Miranda. 0-1. 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors for Texas Tech. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors for Utah. Popped up on the infield. Mayfield calls for it and gloves it for out number 3. The only damage is solo home run in the 7th. Final go round for Utah at the plate next. 8 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning here. 9-1, 8-9-1 coming up for Utah. Lee White and then Sakai, if anybody can get on. Texas Tech, second inning of relief work for left-handed sophomore Samantha Lincoln. Sam Lincoln. Reese League single, one of the 4 Utah hits tonight, her last time through. 1 for 2 tonight. 2 more games in this weekend set. Tomorrow at noon here in Salt Lake City, and Sunday at 11.
It's important for these Utah hitters to add to their progress and, you know, do a little bit better each time.
Down low from Lincoln, 2-0. Lincoln comes to Lubbock from Taunton, Massachusetts. Found that one straight back, 2-1. Red Raiders have only lost twice all season long. They lost to Nebraska in a non-conference tournament game early. By the way, Nebraska now number 5 in the country. And somehow, it's ball 3-3-1. Somehow they were shut out 9-0 against Arizona. They were run ruled early this year, and they took the next 2 games from the Wildcats. Hard to believe this Texas Tech team got shut out by anybody. Out into the screen, now 3-2. Those are the only 2 blemishes on the record. They also lost an exhibition game. They played the Japanese all-star team in an exhibition game and got beat there in a close one. But outside of that, Jerry Glasgow's team's been awfully good this year, and good again here tonight.
Those international teams are no joke. I mean, they are really good.
Lincoln ready. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes Reese Lee, 1 away in the Utah 7th. Brings up second baseman Haley White. Glasgow told us he wasn't sure if we would even see Sam Lincoln pitch this weekend. They've got a bunch of games, kind of midweek non-conference games coming after they play here in Salt Lake City this weekend. I think he was looking to maybe save her, but it's not going to be a lot of work here for Lincoln tonight coming out of the bullpen.
I think it's an endurance kind of a schedule. He said it's either going to be really great or really not as they travel around Utah State and onward.
Outside it goes with the off-speed pitch, 1-1.
Now it would really be a test if it were snowing like it's could be this time of year.
It's a strike on the inside edge now, 1-2. Yeah, they don't play back at home. We're talking about Texas Tech now. They don't play back at home again until the 28th of April. They are on the road for conference and non-conference games. Lincoln ready to go. Here comes the 1-2. Popped up, shallow center field. Out goes the shortstop. Nice play by Haley Tony. She had to battle a little bit of sun, a little bit of wind. Made a nice over-the-shoulder catch for out number 2.
That is pretty textbook, and when you're running that fast and you can keep it on one side, that's great. And I've seen him at times have to reach out blindly for the ball. Just no time to even turn, so excellent job.
That you had both Davis and Spearman in left and center field that were playing extremely deep with a nice lead here in the 7th inning. Mia Gomez back to the plate for Utah. Gomez drew a walker last time through and then was pinch run for by Siani Sakai. Struck out her other 2 times up tonight. Lefty versus lefty matchup here. Here's the 0-1. Now quickly 0-2, and Utah down to its final strike on this Friday night. Lincoln ready to go. Here comes the 0-2. Rides high, and it's 1-2.
Gomez has been taking the data down all night, and makes you wonder if she's due for something big here.
Grounds it toward the first base side. Liss up with it. Beats Gomez to the bag, and that's going to do it tonight on a Friday. 1-2-3 ninth for the Utes. They're done. And this game is over. Texas Tech grabs game number 1 tonight here in Salt Lake City, improves to 39-2 and 15-1 in the Big 12 with a 10-2 win.
Quite a performance. I mean, you think about the statistical lines of the Red Raiders, and this was the destiny, but Utah started off so strong and had a great cadence, and just a couple of errors that were capitalized on, and then just not being able to get those bats going ultimately got the best of them.
10 runs, 12 hits, no errors, and 2 left on for the Red Raiders. 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, and 5 left on for the Utes. If you're Amy Hogue and your team loses tonight 10-2 here at home against the best team in college softball, what's your message to the team tonight as you get ready for tomorrow's game?
Well, I would really appreciate my team's fight, that they came back and got those 2 runs, and really besides just those few just errors that were capitalized on, the defense looked really strong and confident. They didn't run around the bases on them, so there were some good things there. I think that they just need to make some adjustments as much as possible from, again, these outstanding pitchers. We've got 2 aces over there that we'll see the other one probably tomorrow.
What are the adjustments you'd like to see Utah make?
Well, I think that you're kind of playing not to lose or playing not to strike out kind of stuff. You're not getting back into your stance that has made you successful, getting the lower half involved. You're kind of standing in there and just being a little bit more arms, and that's not really how you're used to swinging. Getting back to your swing and taking your cuts like a lot of them did tonight, but just being that selective a little bit, you know. You're not going to see a lot of great pitches, and so when you see it, trust yourself.
Nigeri Kennedy got the win tonight, her 16th on the year. She's now 16-2. Shelby Jones took the loss. She's now 10-5, and there's a look at Nigeri, and here's a look at some of what she did tonight here for the Red Raiders, both at the plate and in the circle.
Just the fact that she hits, I mean, it's just, you don't want her to get hurt, and you know, she's just so incredible. That changeup was just nuts, and her up ball, she got him swinging at it.
She was on her game really till late. Looked like she may have tired just a little bit. Utah touched her up just a bit, but really not enough to do any real damage. 7 strikeouts, 2 walks tonight, 2 earned runs, a little bit over her season average. Gave up 4 hits tonight as well. 99 pitches for Nigeri Kennedy today, and she had those 2 doubles as well, so she'll feel pretty good about all around tonight, won't she?
Yeah, and I think the Red Raiders, they have a goal in mind, and they're pacing themselves. They're not getting too excited about anything.
So if you're Texas Tech, you feel pretty good about things. You get your win tonight. You're going to come back tomorrow, and in all likelihood, we'll see the other ace of the staff tomorrow, Caitlin Terry. For Utah, chance to regroup, figure some things out, try and grab one back tomorrow. Had a good time with it tonight. Thanks to our crew in the truck, our producer, Elizabeth Ahlstrom, our director, Zach Blaine. For my partner, Laurel Simmons, or if you prefer, Lauren Simmons. I'm Bill Riley saying so long, good night. We'll talk to you tomorrow from here in Salt Lake City. This is Big 12 Softball on ESPN+.